Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all, y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on MO3’S alleged assassin Banzo Bling, whose close friend Ducky P was just shot and killed in Lancaster, Texas. It's been almost a year since the violent death of Mo3, the 28-year-old Dallas rapper who was gunned down on an interstate after exiting his vehicle and running, to which the shooter can be seen chasing after him as he fired. A video emerged of Mo3 laid out on the ground, and law enforcement later confirmed he was dead. It was described as a brazen attack that left an innocent bystander shot in his car, and investigators searching for a shooter bold enough to gun a man down with a rifle at 11:56 a.m. The shooter fled in a black Camaro, dash cam video from another vehicle capturing the shooting, and witnesses were able to provide law enforcement with descriptions. But it was a specific witness who was not at the scene of the crime that was able to provide the most vital information. A man named Devin Brown was angered over the relationship between Mo3 and a woman. The witness telling detectives Devin made multiple calls asking if Mo3 was at the woman's house prior to the murder. 8 days after Mo3's death, Devin Brown was arrested on a federal warrant and interviewed at the Dallas Police Headquarters, where he confirmed he'd recently learned Mo3 was dating the woman and further stated he was upset over a video Mo3 had posted to Facebook, but denied any involvement in his death. 2 days later, Dallas PD received an anonymous picture of a man named Kawan White, who resembled the build and physical stature of the shooter seen on surveillance video. And on November 25th, another anonymous tip came in stating Kawan was in fact the shooter, and a witness heard Kawan admit to shooting Mo3 while talking to her boyfriend. Detectives obtained Kawan's phone records that provided his cellular locations, showing he was in the vicinity of Mo3's girlfriend's apartment the night before and morning of the shooting. It also showed Kawan traveled the same path as Mo3's cellular locations, meaning Mo3 was being hunted, was followed from the apartment and onto the interstate before being gunned down. Records show Kawan was in communication with Devin as Mo3 was being followed, and this was most likely the conversation Kawan had with Devin, confirming whether or not to take the hit. On December 9th, 2020, Kawan White was taken into federal custody on the charge of being a felon in possession of a firearm, stemming from a previous arrest where he was found with a pistol in his pocket after fleeing police on a dirt bike. He was interviewed, given a voluntary statement in which he admitted the phone number shown in phone records may be his, but he denied knowing Devin Brown. A stolen AK-47 had been found in Devin's home closet, along with synthetic marijuana, meth, scales, baggies, and more than $3,000, to which Devin would later plead guilty to possession of a firearm by a convicted felon and conspiracy to possess with the intent to distribute a controlled substance. Both men were officially indicted on murder charges in 2021 and remain in federal custody. Since then, shocking details came out about the alleged shooter, Kawan White, who's known as the Dallas rapper Banzo Bling. And it isn't the guns he's seen with in videos or the fact that he's charged with murder, but the fact that he had a whole relationship with a transgender woman who he allegedly had shot. And her mother was very vocal on Facebook with the accusations. And in 2021, it might not be all that shocking to hear about a guy with a trans woman, but for him to be a rapper that other rappers rock behind, it's pretty uncommon. And it seems like a lot of Dallas rappers are just ignoring it since he's an alleged shooter, but honestly it sounds like he's just a crash dummy. Banzo Bling has been active on social media, even taking interviews over the phone while being locked up, but just recently, he'd take a major hit himself. September 1st, 2021 at 7:09 in the morning, Lancaster police were dispatched to the 800 block of Oak Bluff Drive for a welfare check on an unknown individual slumped over in a parked vehicle that was unresponsive. Upon arrival, police observed a dead black male with gunshot wounds inside of a black four-door Honda Accord, and his gunshot wounds appear to have occurred from inside of the vehicle. No other information was released by police, but social media quickly identified the dead man as none other than 23-year-old Dallas rapper Ducky P, whose real name is Nyrion Beasley. Ducky P is another rapper out of Dallas, more specifically Oak Cliff, but the connection that makes this even more interesting is the fact that none other than Banzo Bling would take to Instagram grieving his loss by saying, "I lost my other half, my brother, my best friend, my everything. Ain't shit else to live for." Followed by another post saying, "Suicidal thoughts with broken hearts." Banzo and Ducky P can be seen in multiple posts together, and Ducky P was accused of dissing Mo3 in his song Rumors, but Ducky claimed in an interview he was just addressing the false rumors put on his name. At the same time, lines like "I'll run it down in these skinny jeans" can easily be referencing the Mo3 shooting, in which the shooter can be seen running with skinny jeans. And Ducky would go on to shout out Banzo, the accused killer, later on in the video. There's been no official word on a possible motive in Ducky's killing, but rumors are already in rotation claiming he was set up, as police have stated they believe he was shot by someone inside of the vehicle. It's also been said that members of Mo3's hood are celebrating over the death of Ducky, leaving many to believe they're responsible for his death. But until it's on actual paperwork, it's all just speculation. While Banzo Bling remains in federal custody, a man he considered his brother is dead, and I'm sure it's weighing on his mind. The reason Ducky is dead is directly related to him being charged with Mo3's murder. And while Ducky presented himself as a killer in his music videos, showing multiple guns and speaking on killing and dead ops, the man looked far from intimidating and made comedy videos on Instagram. Whether or not he himself was behind any of the gun violence in Dallas, Texas, his affiliation was enough for him to fall victim, and I'm sure this isn't the last we'll hear about blood being shed behind Mo3's death. Now, this is just a case where everything is like a fucking plot twist, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of weird different factors like Banzo Bling's love life and the weird shit that he was into. I mean, if that's what you're into, that's what you're into, but you don't really see that in hip-hop and gangster rappers killing each other. That shit usually isn't in the mix. And they actually interviewed Ducky P and asked him about that, and he claimed to have no idea about any of it. But I mean, if you type in the Facebook of the trans woman, it's pretty fucking obvious to see, right? Now, if Banzo Bling is as dumb as he presents himself to be, and he actually did this, he's a fucking crash dummy. You know what I mean? He crashed out in broad daylight for someone else that wanted to kill Mo3 over a female. I'm sure there's probably some money involved if he got paid to do it, whatever it is. But then you got Ducky P riding his coattail, and you know, oh yeah, fuck them, da-da-da, smoking this, shooting that, and then he ends up getting killed. And a lot of people were in the comments like, yo, all your videos you got guns, all your videos you got posts, but you didn't have a gun when you died. Even if you did, that doesn't mean you're not gonna fucking die, but it just goes to show a lot of what people put out there and portray is not what they do on a day-to-day basis. And your mouth and your actions, what you say, what you project, can get you fucking killed. Even if you're not actually doing any of that shit. Because you're gonna try somebody that actually is. And that's just the deadly facts that comes with trying to gain an image, especially when somebody's death is involved. And somebody who was obviously loved in Dallas, Texas. But not only that, Mo3's ops are making moves. Boosie got hit over the bullshit when he went down there for Mo3's, memorial or whatever it was. The shit real down there. Like I said, I highly doubt it's gonna be the last bit of blood that's shed behind Mo3's death. I'm sure we're gonna be hearing more details. There's possibly gonna be some retaliation. We'll see how it goes. But hey, it's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking with me. Till next time.